The first one is eaten. So how do we know that the sihr has been eaten? And now I forgot something. We're going to move a bit back. So before looking for how the sihr has been done, we have to know if there is sihr or not. So, excuse me. So there are 4 symptoms to know if someone has sihr or jinn or ayn. 1 is blockages in life. 2, unusual health problems. 3, unusual mental states. And 4, nightmares. So this is how you know someone has sihr or ayn or jinn. 4 symptoms: blockages in life, unusual health problems, unusual mental states, and bad dreams. As I have told you yesterday, these 4 symptoms are in Quran. And when you read the Ruqyah books, you find a lot of symptoms. They say your hands can be feeling like ants, you can have be dizzy when you listen to Quran, and all this list of symptoms. And all that list of symptoms, actually, in my experience, it's not something that is sure. It's not something that is sure. And this is much more logical, rational, and in addition to that, it is all 4 are mentioned in the Quran, so that is very clear. And the criteria behind these 4 symptoms is the thing normal or not? That is it. Blockages in life. When blockages are unusual and repeated systematically at such an extent that you cannot say this is bad luck. You cannot say it is just happening like that. It is linked. It is being every time the same problem or unusual problem occurring, and you're always blocked. So you understand there is an invisible force, there is something you don't see, you don't understand, you can't feel, that is blocking your life. And that is sihr. That exactly is the sihr. You see, that is the first criteria. And some people, when they can't get, they get treated, and the Raqi can tell them now you don't have anything, but they still experience blockages in their lives. I would tell them, as long as you see things are not normal, every time you're having problems, every time it's getting blocked, so you know you still have sihr. Even if we don't know what kind of sihr and we can't remove it, but you can be sure that is sihr. You are still attached in your life. And the second criteria, so when we get a patient and we ask him, what did you come for? What's your problem? So we listen to the problem and we see, is that normal or not normal? Is that something normal? For example, you say, I finished my studies and for 6 months I didn't get a job. Well, what about the other ones who finished studies at the same time? What are they doing? Well, some of them got, and many of them are still looking for a job. So it's normal, according to the market situation and everything. But if it has been 10 years after his graduation, he's not got a job, and people promising him, and people this, and every time things are unusual happening, so now we know it is not normal. Okay? Unusual blockages in life, unusual health problems. So that also, you try to understand, is this usual or not usual, this problem he's having in his health. We're going to come back to that. And then unusual mental states, so getting angry too much, being sad, being depressed, having fears, not being able to concentrate, forgetting things. And then bad dreams. We're going to come back to these in details. So that is what shows that sihr has been made to the person. So when we understand that sihr has been made to someone, now we try to understand how it has been made in order to remove it. Okay? So if it has been eaten, it will give pains in the stomach. It will give pains in the stomach. Of course, it is unusual pains, because stomach should not have any pains. And when there's pains in the stomach that are lasting for years and for months, so it is unusual. Anyway, it is unusual. So we're going to give the sana to the people. Now, these unusual stomach pains, sometimes doctors will give names to it. Will give names. Well, it could be ulcer. It could be Crohn. I don't know if you know Crohn disease. You know that? Hear about that? Maladie de Crohn, Crohn disease. It could be pills. It could also be, and you get sometimes these very funny names. They say, well, constipation fonctionnelle. That means functional constipation. That means you're always constipated. That's it. So is that the name of an illness? Is that an explanation of something? They're just saying that you have constant constipation. And functional constipation, that means that the way your stomach and your intestines are functioning, they are always constipated. You see? But in all these cases, mostly it is sihr. And the treatment for the eaten sihr is very easy, because we're going to give the person, it is the easiest one to remove. It is the easiest sihr to remove, the sihr that has been eaten. So we're going to give the patient sana leaves and ruqyah water, and he's going to boil every morning 1 big tablespoon of sana leaves with half a liter of Quranic water. Boil it for 10 minutes approximately, and then drink it in the morning before eating anything. And it's going to give him a diarrhea. It's going to make a washing machine in his stomach. Inshallah, those who will do that, it will be a diarrhea that you've never seen in your life, inshallah. And if there is the sihr in the stomach, it will pull it out and give you pain. Because that sihr, when you eat it, it comes like glue in your stomach or intestines. It could be anywhere from the entrance to the exit. See, so it could be anywhere. And some people, when they do it, at the beginning they have pain on the higher parts, and then lower parts, and etc. until it gets to the exit. Yeah?
What's these leaves called?
Sana leaves. That's how we call them in Arabic, in English, in French, everywhere. But the scientific name is MashaAllah. I forgot it. MashaAllah. I forgot the scientific name.
How many days?
Gum ammoniac. Ammoniac gum. Yeah.
How many days do you do it for?
Okay, so how many days do we do it? The real thing is that we will do it until it gives no more pain. That pain should be decreasing day after day, until the person does not feel any pain, but it will always give diarrhea. So when a patient comes to us, we will give him for 6 days, for 10 days, for 12 days, maximum 12 days, according to, we will try to approximate, we will try to evaluate his need. But even though, if we give him 12 days and by the 6th or 7th days he has no more pain, he can stop. And if we give him 8 days and by the 8th day he still has pain, so he will have to come back and take some more. So the thing is that it must not give you any more pain. And if you're going to start treating people, you're going to see that yourself, that if you give someone 6 days and then it's not enough, so next person you give him 10 days. So you just try to give all what the person needs from the first time. And that's what we're doing in all our treatments. And I remember once I gave such a heavy treatment to a lady, and I had a friend with me. He was learning Ruqyah, but he had another point of view. He said, "Why are you complicating all this? Just give her one treatment for one sihr. Next time, give her another one treatment for another sihr. Next time, give her one treatment for another sihr. So she will be coming back again, coming back again. I said, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. If I can give her treatment for 10 sihrs at a time, well, that's it. I'll get rid of her, and there are so many more people to treat. Why do you need to keep that person? La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. So what we are looking for is how to finish off. I mean, any person coming, we try to give him treatment for everything he has, so that he will not need to come back. Well, that is an objective, but most of the time, well, many times he will need to come back anyway. But at least if he comes back 2 or 3 times, better than coming back 5 or 6 or 10 times. So we do our best, right? So we try to evaluate the need in Sana and give it to the person. Now, if someone, yeah?
Sana has got a side effect or after effect.
Sorry?
Sana, treatment.
Yeah.
Does it have a side effect or after effect or medical or
Well, not really side effect. It is that it gives this big diarrhea and also pains. That's it. So side effect for babies, for children, it could give them dehydration because he's going to have too much diarrhea. So if it is a small child or a baby, get him to drink water or water with sugar so that he will not get dehydrated. That's it. But we give it to pregnant women, we give it to women giving breastfeeding, no problem. It is recommended. I recommend it for pregnant women and breastfeeding women so that it will clean up the baby at the same time as the mother. Yes?
Where do you get the sana?
You get it in the herb sellers. You get it. They bring it from India. They bring it from Morocco. They bring it from Egypt. You can get it in Saudi Arabia. Anywhere where there is desert, it's you can find it. And you can, I mean, in France you can get it in chemistries, herbal chemistries. So, and those herbal chemistries, if they don't have it, they can command it. They can
Order it.
order it. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Do have over here in chemist in Saudi but they call it, it's one of the Senecot.
Sana?
They call it Senecot. It's tablets.
Oh, tablets.
Yeah. Would that be okay? Because it's made from senna. It comes from senna. Or do you recommend the use of just the natural herb?
No. Does it give diarrhea?
No, it's exactly the same thing. It does exactly the same job as the senna. It's made from senna.
Yeah. Well, I can't give my word on Senna tablets. But if it does give diarrhea, you can use it. Yeah. Go ahead.
I had a sihr for 10 years.
Yeah.
And I have been using those tablets. It does work, but you have to take a lot of them and you have to ground it before drinking it. So it's not very, very effective.
Okay, so you have to take a lot of tablets and ground them before drinking it. So those tablets are used more just for diet, huh?
No, it's not for that. It's
not
to
for
wash you out.
constipation.
It's to wash you out.
Well, if it does wash you up, it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and I heard from one chef that I have been taking it for about 1.5 years, and I've been getting better. But I heard from the chef that the sihr can send another bring and put the sihr
In your stomach.
Yeah.
Yes, it
That's
is possible.
possible. That's possible.
It is possible, and when that happens, you'll usually see yourself eating in the dream.
Yeah.
So you must refuse to eat in the dream, and if someone gives you food in the dream, you must kill him. So that's it. But it is possible, yes. Yeah. Well, I don't mind the questions, but we are recording, so try to be precise and fast for questions. And in some places where there's no senna, in some countries it is difficult to get senna, we can use other local things, local plants or local elements that are used to give diarrhea. And actually, in those countries, when we go to markets and we find the plant sellers and they have all these funny, different, weird kind of plants, and you just ask them which plants are used for removing sihr from the stomach, and they will give you plants that are used for emptying your stomach. You just have to use them with Quranic water. That's it, and it's going to work, inshallah. So I was telling you there are 4 kinds. Sihr can be made in 4 different ways. and the first kind is eaten. I'll tell you a bit about babies. When women have sihr, it goes to the baby most of the time as an eaten sihr. So whatever sihr has been meant to the mother, if it goes to the child through pregnancy, for the child it will be eaten, and that will have effect on the child, that he will be weak physically, and as a behavior he will be very bad behaving, not listening to parents, not liking deen, not liking studies, and usually that will continue up till the age of 21. That means all his childhood and being a teenager, he will be doing very bad things, and there's no way you can keep him, and just only after he's going to cool down, after he's ruined his studies and made a lot of bad things in his life. So, and it also, this sihr to babies through mother can also get the babies to be handicapped, to be so they can't walk, they can't speak, and very different things can happen to them. So, this is why when we get babies that have some problems, we will always give them salah. We will always give them salah, because it is possible that they have taken sihr from their mothers. So that's what you have to do. And if you can get the baby